Friendship with God. An uncommon dialogue. '21. My story ends here, for now. It is June 29, 1999, at 6:25 in the morning. I have been up since 2:30 a.m., in my cozy office in my wonderful home in the rolling hills outside of Ashland, Oregon, finishing this book. I have been looking to see what would come through to bring it to an end. That last chapter did it for me. There is nothing more to say. All of it is here. All of it is clear. When you are aware, and when you are aware that you are aware, there is nothing more to ask. I'll leave my personal narrative where I began it in Conversations with God, Book 1. From the campground near Ashland, I went back to real life. But I wanted to make a life this time, rather than just a living. This was the source of much of my sadness during the years before writing the first Conversations with God book, before writing my angry letter to God. This was the source of much of my unhappiness in relationships. I have since learned two important questions to ask in life: where am I going? Who is going with me? I have also learned never to transpose those questions again, never to ask the second one first, and then change the first to suit the second. Now I have a wonderful life, I am blessed with my wonderful wife, Nancy, and with wonderful friends. And my most wonderful friend of all is God. I do have a friendship with God, and I use it every day. That's what friends are for, to be used. That's what God loves us to do. God says, "Use me." Those are the two magic words. Those are the words that will change your life. When you hear God say those words, your life will change. And when others hear you say those words, your life will change. Those words are even more powerful than "I love you." Because when you say "use me," you are saying "I love you," and a great deal more. You're saying "I love you, and I'm going to show you right now." This is what God says. This is what God says all the time. I am sure that this statement is difficult to accept for people who have suffered trauma and injury and deep wounds in their lives. Yet I promise you, it's true. Even our darkest moments are gifts. That is what every master has taught us, and either it is so, or every master has been lying to us. I don't think the Buddha was a liar. I don't think Jesus was into fibbing. I don't think Muhammad was pulling our leg. I think that salvation from the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune lies in our beingness. To be, or not to be, that is the question. To be who we really are, or to be something less than that. That is the choice. What God has given us in this dialogue will change our lives. And can change the world. This is powerful stuff. So share it. Give it away. Go out and preach the new gospel. Do not ignore the opportunities that present themselves every day to share this message. Yet remember that the most effective way to share it is to be it. I choose now to dedicate the rest of my life to that being. I invite you to do the same. My wonderful and glorious children, my new friends, all yours has been a difficult and challenging path. Yet now you have found your way home. You have overcome obstacles, met challenges, healed injuries, resolved conflicts, removed blockages, asked questions, and heard your own answers, in your efforts to return to me. Your work is now over. Your joy has just begun. Let it be your joy now to return others to me, to show others the way home, to give others back to themselves. For that is where home is, and that is where I am, living in the hearts, and as the souls, of every member of the body of God. Go home to your own heart, and you will find me there. Unite again with your own soul, and you will unite again with me. Have faith, for I tell you that you and I can be different, but we cannot be divided. Go, then, and end the division among you. Celebrate your differences, yet end your divisions, and join in the unified expression of the one truth, I am all there is. Have hope, for my love for you will never end, nor will it ever know a limitation, or a condition of any kind. Have love, then, for each other, as an expression of me. In your decision to be an expression of God will you be glorified. In your choice to experience your unity with God and with all things will you be self-realized. In your determination to know the truth will you show the truth, indeed. Not merely in thought, not merely in word, but in deed. You have been deeded a place in the kingdom of heaven, and in the heart of God. These are your deeds. And when they are reflected in your deeds, you will have become a master, indeed. And know this, mastery is where you are headed. It is where you have said that you've wished to go, and it is therefore, where I am leading you, and where I invite you to lead each other. Have now a friendship with God, and cause others to know that in their friendship with you, they have a friendship with God, for you and I are one, and thus, you are the God they would befriend. They, too, are the God you would befriend. You cannot experience having a friendship with God if you do not have a friendship with each other, because I am the other. There is no other than me. When you know this, you know the greatest secret. It is time now to go out and live that secret. Live it with faith, share it with hope, demonstrate it with love. Especially, go now and live your love, and do not merely speak of it. For if you speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, you are but a clanging cymbal. And if you have prophetic powers, and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if you have all faith, so as to remove mountains, but have not love, you are not expressing the grandest version of the greatest vision ever you held about who you are. Love is patient and kind, love is not jealous or boastful, it is not arrogant or rude. Love does not insist on its own way, it is not irritable or resentful, it does not rejoice at wrong, for it knows that there is no such thing as right and wrong. Love bears all things, knows all things, endures all things, embraces all things, yet forgives nothing, for love knows that nothing and no one needs to be forgiven. Love never ends. As for your prophecies, they will pass away, as for your tongues, they will cease, as for your knowledge, it will grow, and change. For your knowledge now is imperfect, yet when you realize at last that all is perfection, imperfect knowledge will pass away, as will your calling imperfect anything in your life. When you were a child, you spoke as a child, you thought as a child, you reasoned as a child. But now you have grown in spirit, and have given up childish ways. Then you saw in a mirror dimly, but now, face to face, for we are now friends. Then you knew in part, now you understand fully, even as you are fully understood. That is what it means to have a friendship with God. I leave these pages now, but not your heart and never your soul. I cannot leave your soul, because I am your soul. Your soul is made of what I am. Go, then, my soul partner, and live in faith, hope, and love, these three, yet know that the greatest of these is love. Spread it, share it, be it, wherever you are, and yours will be a light that can truly light the world. I love you, you know that. I know you do. And I love you.